The Prime Minister of Albania told us in an interview today he thought the government's plan for dealing with the small boats smuggling people across the channel could work, but only if new legal routes are opened for economic migrants. Speaking after yesterday's Downing Street meeting with Rishi Sunak, Edi Rama offered his help. Many of those in the small boats are currently Albanian, but he also said it should be made easier for Albanians to come here by official channels. The UK, he said, remains a land of opportunity. Whether the government takes him up on his offer, however, remains to be seen.
Migration isn't just top of the UK's agenda. It is also a divisive issue in many countries where migrants start their journey. But the Home Secretary angered one of those nations when she said this.
If Labour were in charge, they would be allowing all the Albanian criminals to come to this country.
Today, the Albanian Prime Minister told me her comments were a disgrace.
Very unfair attitude towards the fantastic Albanian community here in Britain, which is absolutely not about some rotten apples. It's about people that are contributing to the British economy big time.
More than 11,000 Albanians arrived on small boats between May and September last year. That was 42% of all the people crossing the Channel. Around 800 illegal migrants have been returned there since December. That's when the UK and Albanian governments signed an agreement to tackle illegal immigration.
If the British side will be serious, I'm very confident that we'll see incredibly good results. It's not just about cracking down the criminal networks and discouraging the channel movements, but it's also about having a much more comprehensive approach towards regular entry in the United Kingdom.
Britain has its problems, at the moment the cost of living, inflation, strikes. Do you think that Britain will, though, continue to be an attractive place for Albanians?
It will remain a land of opportunities. In the end, it's all about jobs.
A think tank that campaigns for lower immigration doesn't expect the government to relax the rules.
Given that over 1 million people immigrated to the UK last year and net immigration was over 500,000, it's hard to imagine that the government can come up with any more routes for them to come by without some form of free movement, which would of course give Albania an incredibly privileged status.
As he travels home tonight, some Albanians will be planning to head in the opposite direction. The success of this trip will be judged on how many continue to do so illegally. Amy Lewis, News at 10.